going to start by removing the wheel, 19mm socket, remove all of these little caps that hold on your hubcap, if you have steel wheels with hubcaps, that is. Set this aside. Again, 19mm socket, remove all 5 of your lug nuts, and then take the wheel off. Before I move any further, I want to separate the inner and outer tie rod by loosening up on this jam nut. This one's in pretty poor condition, but hopefully it loosens up. You might need a hammer to tap on your wrench. Use a 21mm wrench. There we go. It did break free. If not, you could heat it up using a torch. Now let's loosen up the stud nut for the outer tie rod. Okay, there we go. Lift up on the tie rod end. If yours doesn't come out, you can use a hammer. And then hammer on the knuckle right there. That should pop it out. At this point, you want to unscrew the outer tie rod end, but you want to count the amount of turns that it takes to take it off so that when you put it back on, you can get it close to a decent alignment so that you can drive down to your local alignment shop safely and get yourself a proper alignment. Took 12 turns for me, but of course for you it's going to be different. Next, I like to cover these threads in some anti-seize. That way the tie rod and the jam nut don't seize on here in the future, and it helps out your alignment professional. Now you can take your outer tie rod and put it back the same amount of turns that it took to take it off. All right, so here we go. Let's put it back into the knuckle, line it up, press it down, and put on the castle nut underneath. Let's bottom it out and torque it. 18 foot-pounds for this nut right there. And now you want to line up the cotter pin slot with the hole on the stud. And if it doesn't line up, you always want to tighten and not loosen to line it up. I have to go a little bit further for mine. Right there, looks like it's perfect. So let's put in the cotter pin, slide it in, and bend it over to lock it. One last thing that you can't forget is to lock your jam nut up against the tie rod. So use your 21mm wrench, give it a quick snug, just like that. And then I like to straighten the tie rod back out so it's not sitting at an angle here on the knuckle. Let's get the wheel back on. Start on all 5 of your lug nuts, bottom them out, and torque them to 100 foot-pounds. And now if you have hubcaps, go ahead and put those back on and make sure that you line up this hole with the valve stem, otherwise the valve stem will get crushed. Line up all these little caps and thread them on by hand is what I recommend, otherwise they might strip out and then your hubcap won't be attached properly and it can go flying off the car on the road, and that would not be good. There you go. Take it for a road test down to your local alignment shop.